Hello friends, this is Dr. Umesh Kumar Arya, Faculty of Media Studies, Guru Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology. In this tutorial we are going to discuss some more functions about the EndNote. First open the EndNote and yes, these are the references, and you can resize the frames of this software as per your own need. And okay, and all these references, they are not being grouped in any particular group, so they have been grouped in the only one, that is all references. So if you want to create the additional groups here, then you can create them. You can name this group as SMS. So it means that this group would be having the references relating to the SMS. So right now we don't have some reference inside this SMS group. So what we would do is we would select some of the references, like these are all the references, 15 in numbers, which have got SMS related keyword in the text inside these references. So we would select and we would click this add these references to create new group. We can create a new group here also, and or we can insert these references in the SMS group. So all these references would be copied to the new group. So this way you can still categorize it if you want. You can make any number of groups, and suppose you want to add the file to this reference, then the easy method is to right click this reference and add show selected in the go to the file attachment and then click the attach file. You can select any file to attach this. The file can be of any type, like it can be abstract, MS Word file, it can be HTML file, any file. So we would be selecting this abstract and this would be attached. So the notable part of EndNote here is, if you click this reference, then you see the MS Word file here. This reference is searchable even by the attached file's file name. You can search this reference by its file's name, and this way you can add 75 files to a single reference. So it means the EndNote can be applied, it can be used by many other people, not only the researchers, even office people can use it to save their data. And office people, they have a lot many files and folders to save their data. So the best thing is to get the data inserted in the EndNote and select all the files in the file attachments and give a unique name to it, so that it is easily traceable. So we would close this. Oh, sorry. Uh, it's opening. Okay. If you select any particular reference and click on the right side of it, then you can see many options here. You can edit the reference, you can delete the reference, and as we told you that you can add this reference to the different groups, and you can hide these references only to be retrieved later on. So if you feel that one reference is very important for you and you don't want anybody to look towards that reference, so you can uh, select it, so it will be hidden. And the, when you open MS Word, there is a button here related to the EndNote. Whenever you install the EndNote, then it gets attached to the MS Word as an extra button on the menu bar, like the normal interface of MS Word is like this. You can see that EndNote button is there. So when you click this, then uh, this ribbon shows almost all the workable options of EndNote inside Word. So you don't have to go to EndNote again and again uh, and you can manage your references from the MS Word as well. So what is the way to do it? Suppose I am writing my research paper and I need to cite something here. So I will go to insert citation and find citation. Here I will find my citation in the EndNote. So I will find this word GB. So we have this reference here, so we would insert this reference and this would be inserted like this. This is the citation. I can delete it, like for example I don't want this paragraph, then yeah, this is the one. And for example I have I will cut this and I will paste it here, and see, my citation is properly written, my reference is properly written, and this is the reference style, annotated style. If I want to convert it to some other style, then I can select another style from here. So now the EndNote is being attached to the MS Word, and all the functions of EndNote, they can be accessed from MS Word. So you select any style, APA, and it will be converted into APA. So friends, all the functions you can operate from MS Word. You need to experiment with the buttons on the ribbon, preferences, export to EndNote, and so many features are there, but this is the most important one. Instead of learning so many features and not using anything, it's better to learn 3-4 features and use them vigorously, because as a researchers we need not more than these 3-4 functions of EndNote. I'm closing it now. Okay, and we want to export this EndNote library, then we can go to file and export, and these are the file types, right? I can export it to the MS Word by using this rich text format. I can make a web page of this by HTML file, and if I want to export it in other reference management softwares, then this is the format for that. Right now I will export in the RTF format, and the all references, save. Now it has been exported. If you click this, then you will find this. Yeah, this is there. and you can arrange these references as per the author's name, like from A to Z and Z to A, ascending and the descending years. Same with the title ABCD, and journal name, web page, reference type, same. So if you know even a small word in the title, then you can go to quick search and search that. If you want to see that how many references you have got as per the alphabetical letters, so you can click this and ABCD would be there. So friends, this was some more information about the EndNote. uh, up to up to this presentation, enough has been said about the EndNote, and if we use these functions, then we can have our reference managed easily and get a peace of mind by doing that. So friends, thanks for watching. Happy referencing. Thank you.